You can live weeks without food, days without water, but only minutes without, think about it, you guessed it, air. You can't see it or touch it, and most people take it for granted. But what if I told you that pure air is one of the best medicines that's needed to ensure good health, yet few take advantage of it? Let me tell you quickly what this free yet underrated super health remedy can do for you. Did you know that most of our diseases and illnesses come as a result of poor circulation and poisoned blood? It's true. In order to have good health, we must have good blood. It is the current of life. Our blood circulates to every cell, tissue, muscle, and organ of our body. If it's supplied with the proper nutrients of food and it's cleansed and vitalized by the contact of pure air, it carries life and vigor to our whole system. Imagine this. You wash your hands in a bowl of water after a long day of work. Then later that night, you wash your face with that same water. Then in the morning, you take a shower and brush your teeth with the same water. Then for breakfast, you drink that same water. Yuck! The same germs you're attempting to clean off is being recycled back into your skin and polluting your body. Now imagine this. You sit at work all day in an office that never opens their windows for fresh air. You get off of work and you ride home in a metro bus that also has closed windows. You visit a loved one in the hospital, which I'm sure you haven't noticed, but also has no open windows. Then you go home and you spend the rest of the night in a room with no open windows. You see? All day, you've been breathing in not just yours, but everyone else's old dusty air, the waste product that the lungs have expelled. Not to mention all the countless other dirt particles and pollutants that's floating around. Every cell in our body requires oxygen in order to function. If the air we breathe is not pure, we are forcing our cells to function on impure oxygen and our health suffers. Our blood moves sluggishly. The waste and poisonous matters which should be thrown off in exhaling from the lungs is retained in the body. The skin becomes sallow, digestion is disturbed, the heart is depressed, the brain is clouded, the thoughts confused, and gloom settles upon the spirits, and the whole system becomes susceptible to both physical and mental disease. The American Lung Association states that half of all illnesses are either caused or aggravated by polluted air. Faintness, headache, lung conditions, asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, colds, fever, vomiting, disease of the eyes and skin are all caused by impure air. Other diseases that are prevalent today due to toxic blood from breathing in bad air is diabetes, weight gain, heart issues, congestion, allergies, and countless other issues. Now that you see that toxic air can harm you physically, let's expound on the mental effects. Have you ever seen someone get upset or anxious and they say that they need to go outside and get some air? Why do they say that? Well, most don't realize it, but air is revitalizing. When you're down and depressed, don't stay in a dark room with the windows closed. Go outside, stand in the natural light and breathe in fresh air. It uplifts the spirit and calms the nerves. It's energizing. Go take a walk in the open air when you're feeling low and watch your mood elevate. So fresh air is good for you physically and mentally, but it's just as important for cleansing our environments. Have you ever walked into a house and it smelled like stale, damp, musty, old socks and food? That's because there's no ventilation. Air must be in a constant state of circulation in order to be kept pure. We need to open our windows. Our skin and hair sheds, pet dander, sweat on our sheets, fumes from the garbage, cleaning supplies, candles, and perfumes are just happily making its way up our nostrils, through the pores of our skin, right into our life source, our blood. Now it's being carried to every organ and cell of our body. Inflammation increases and disease or other random illnesses results. Sounds pretty disgusting when you think about it, huh? We need pure air. It promotes blood circulation, refreshes the body, calms the nerves, helps digestion, and induces sound sleep. Doesn't it sound amazing? So now that I got you excited about the benefits of this wonderful free gift called air, how can you make sure that your body is getting the air it needs to work at its optimal level? Well, first let's monitor your breathing. Is your breathing shallow and coming from your upper chest? Make sure you're taking in full, deep inspirations of air to fill the lungs with oxygen so it can purify your blood. Also, don't wear tight clothing or belts that prevent you from being able to breathe and inhale deeply. Number 2, first thing in the morning, stand up, put your hands on your stomach, Inhale deeply through your nose and imagine your stomach, side, and back inflating like a balloon. Don't lift your shoulders. This means that you're breathing from your chest. Use your diaphragm or stomach. Hold it for 5 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth. You'll feel a little more energized and mentally alert as oxygen is increased and flows to your brain. It may be a little difficult at first because your lungs aren't used to breathing this deeply, but keep at it and you'll find that this will become easier over time. Number 3, ventilation, ventilation, ventilation. Open your windows. Leave it open preferably most of the day. Crack your window at least 1 inch, even at night. This will air out the impurities in the room and impart a peaceful feeling in the atmosphere. You should notice you sleep better too. Number 4, remove toxic chemicals that come from harsh household cleaners and sprays. Various diseases are brought on through breathing in these substances, causing inflammation in the body. If possible, discard them and use natural cleaners like vinegar. Number 5, fill your home with plants. Plants are really helpful in absorbing toxic chemicals in the air. Plus, they look amazing. Number 6, move to the country, or at least spend time by the seaside. Get away from the smog-filled air of the cities and spend time far away in nature and feel the peace and serenity that comes from breathing in quality air. Your body and mind will thank you for it. Remember, in order to have good health, you need good blood. Our blood is responsible for carrying nutrients to all parts of the body and to eliminate waste. Oxygen helps to keep our blood pure and moving freely to all the organ systems. Deep breaths of pure, unrecycled air helps our blood do its job. Air, the precious boon of heaven, which all may have, will bless you with its invigorating influence if you will not refuse its entrance. Welcome it, cultivate a love for it, and it will prove a precious soother of the nerves. It refreshes the body and renders it strong and healthy, while at the same time its influence is decidedly felt upon the mind, imparting a degree of composure and serenity. It excites the appetite and renders the digestion of food more perfect, and it induces sweet, sound sleep.